Take a look at this box of reusable face masks. This is 50 masks in this box right here, and I want you just to guess, how much do you think this costs? Put a number in your head right now. Okay, think about it. I'm going to tell you $47.50. Hey Sam, good morning. Well, I've got my helmet, I've got my bike, and I'm at the stop sign. The thing that's changing today is this. It has to do with Senate Bill 6208. Hey Sam, good morning. Well, you might be saying, what is that big screen and what is it doing in my neighborhood? Well, it's about to be lit up with movies here in Spokane. Good morning. Well, I'm here at the Spokane International Airport this morning. You might be able to see it's a little dark this morning, but that is one of the 777 Dreamliner jets that Boeing is actually testing right here in Spokane. One thing we've been seeing all morning is cars seeing these lights and flipping U-turns. Do not do that. They do have a detour in place. 6th Avenue is not closed. Dropping these two items in your blue bin, it could go up by potentially $2 because of that new policy that goes into place in China. Well, I'm here on Riverside Avenue this morning overlooking the Maple Street Bridge. I'm going to step out and just show you what I can see. This is a developing situation. Traffic looks like it is just starting to move, but this is the scene of a 5-car pileup that took place early this morning. You can see one of the cars is still lodged into the guardrail over there. Crews are still here on scene, though, working to get all of these cars out of the way. This lane heading in the direction of Starbucks towards I-90 is reopening right now, but the lane heading in the direction of Kendall Yards is still clear. You can fill them up with good morning, good morning. Yes, oh, we've got a dog right here. She's waving at us to tell us about the dog. You can stop by and pick up one of these bags right here, and you can fill them with all of your personal documents. Well, I'm here outside City Hall this morning. It's still early in the day, and the doors are locked at City Hall, but the mayor says we need to be ready for whatever 2020 could continue to throw us. Well, early this afternoon, people heading in the direction of Deer Park got quite a surprise when smoke was billowing up from this wooded area just before the 395 on-ramp, heading in that direction of Deer Park. Now, a small brush fire. One of those things is having some perishable foods on hand so you're not opening your fridge or your freezer. After a power outage, the air in your fridge circulates for a considerable amount of time, so we want to limit the amount of times you open that fridge and freezer to keep the air in there so your food doesn't spoil. But what I want to show you, I've got this ladder right here because we are talking about that storm surge system that will be moving through with the hurricane. So that's walls of water. Now, this ladder is only about 16 feet tall. We couldn't do the full 37 feet, but 37 feet is what certain parts of our country could be seen as that storm makes landfall. So right here, we're just at 16 feet right here where I'm standing. So imagine an extra 16 feet of water moving through that area, Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas. But I'm going to come down just a couple feet because I want to show you this. Right here, this is 9 feet. This is the amount of flooding that they're going to see after that system moves through the areas. Jenny is a vintage girl living in a modern world. The 50s and the 60s are her expertise. The most modern thing about her is her laptop.
I was inspired by the movies when I was little. I grew up watching musicals. I named my store after a musical, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel. And so to have that come around, have the movies come to me and want what I have is just especially rewarding for me.
So on the TV show, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel was in need of a few outfits.
New green dress is just dying for some attention.
Jenny rose to the occasion.
They found me on Etsy. I love selling outfits to a show where there's at least the possibility where it will show up.
Well, you might be asking, where does Jenny get all of her clothes from? There's no wholesaler for vintage clothing. It involves this box right here and a little bit of a hunt. A lot of the clothes right now on the way to the Maisel set actually are coming from thrift shops right here in Spokane.
So 3 pieces were found in the wild, which means I thrifted them.
Jenny has a storage unit full of pieces. When she's not selling to movies and TV shows, she's selling online.
And I'm actually up this year for the first year in a couple years.
Jenny thinks with people being at home and watching TV, they're seeing vintage pieces in shows, which is bringing them to her website, which is helping her business. She views all of her outfits like children, and sending one off to the Maisel set is making her a proud mom.
My babies are going to be on the big screen. It's just exciting. It is really exciting.
Now, here is the big question. You might be asking, which of these pieces are on their way to the Maisel set? Well, Jenny couldn't tell us. She's got to keep that a secret, but she gave us a tiny hint for what you at home could be looking out for. She said right now the clothing is leaving the late 50s and heading into the early 60s. So you're just going to have to keep your eyes peeled, and you never know. One of those items on your TV screen might be from right here in Spokane. Reporting in Spokane, I'm Bradley Warren, KHQ Local News. What you're looking at in my hands right here, it might look like just a normal bag of chips, but to the kids up at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital, a bag of chips like this actually has the power to cure cancer. But due to COVID-19, snack items like this, the donations of them, they're scarce.
It's not something you necessarily want to go through. It's a scary thing to go through, but you know, yeah, we're doing it.
Francisco's 2-year-old daughter is battling a tumor in her optic nerve. It's impairing her vision, but it's something that's fightable.
You know, it's one of those things where you don't have a choice. You just go through the process and you do your best you can.
This is a position he never expected to be in with his 2-year-old daughter, but he's here. Making matters just a little more difficult, COVID-19. Normally, the pediatric oncology ward would have toys, visitors, and gifts to spread throughout the floor to keep morale high. But right now, things are a little different. The donations are not rolling in at the same rate they normally would.
But we're down about $300,000 in funds right now, and we really need that for families because they count on us for gas cards, grocery cards, emergency funds, just daily things that they need here at the hospital, like snacks.
Denise works for the American Childhood Cancer Organization of the Inland Northwest, and her job is to provide that personal interaction and to be a roadmap through childhood cancer, sort of a liaison between parent and doctor. She offers financial support when it's needed, and she adds a little personal touch to make children feel extra special during the battle.
Very important. I mean, it's that connection piece. We can bring them snacks individually, and we can bring them toys individually so they have something to get them through the day.
She says right now they're low on monetary cash donations that help families commute and then lodge when they get here in Spokane. And they're also low on snacks. And for Mia, those snacks, they make the difference when it comes to her treatment.
To her, she doesn't think she's coming to chemo. She thinks she's coming to get lollipops and stickers.
Right now, things are looking good for Mia. Her spirits are high. She's 10 weeks into a 52-week regimen, and her dad says they're ready to kick cancer's butt.
This is something she's never been through. It's something I've never been through either, but getting a snack and getting a lollipop, those are things that take her mind off of what she's actually going through.
So if you're interested in helping out the kids up here at the hospital by way of either a snack or a cash donation, I've got more information up on our website. They can't take those donations in person because of COVID-19, but they do have an Amazon wish list with a bunch of snacks on it. Reporting at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital, I'm Bradley Warren. Back to you.